So hello everyone, the topic that we are here to learn today is building your first landing page with Lovable. So welcome to your first vibe coding lesson. So today we'll learn how to build a full-fledged website, your own landing page with a CTA button without writing a single line of code. So yeah, this is what vibe coding is. So let's jump into it. So what is vibe coding? Vibe coding is building your website just by writing simple prompt and not writing or not using any kind of programming language, not writing a single line of code. You are just using simple prompts and you're building your own website. So it is perfect for the beginners who have no technical skills, who have no coding knowledge, who doesn't know what coding is, what Java is or any other such language. And it can actually help you build professional looking websites with just single prompts. When we jump into website building, we just need to understand two terminologies that we'll use it in the coming session a lot, which is front end and the back end. So what is front end? As the name suggests, front end, the part that is visible for a website. Whatever we are able to see, we are able to interact with. For example, the buttons, the UI, any such kind of things that are visible on the particular page, that is the front end. Backend is basically behind the scene, what server is doing, behind the scene, whatever is happening. You don't need to understand the terms here in depth. Just need to understand what front end is, what backend is. So backend is basically behind the scene, whatever is happening. For example, the data is getting stored into the database or any such kind of action that is happening. That is all the backend, all the requests that are being handled. When you click a button, what happens on the background, that is all backend, and it shows you another page. So that is again front end, which comes up, which shows up. These are the two terminologies that we need to know. That's it to build your first website, first landing page. The landing page is mostly front end because it is a landing page. It will be just front end. So today we are only doing the front end part. Sorry. Yeah. Next is understanding what a landing page is. So you don't need to know these terminologies. When you give a prompt to Lovable, you get the prompt through any of the LLMs. So LLMs themselves will give what all needs to be there as a part of your landing page. This is just for your information. You don't need to know all of these things. So in general, whenever you see a website, what do you see in a landing page? You see a headline, you see some data, you see some button, which is the action button, action call button. And then you see, when will you like a particular website? When the design is clear, clean, and it is professional looking, right? So that is another part of a landing page. And last is responsive. That is, if the website looks clean and professional on a bigger screen, which is a monitor or a laptop, it should also look as clear as on a mobile. It should also look equally clear on a mobile. That is, it should have a mobile friendly layout. That is the responsiveness. So that is another thing that makes a landing page a good landing page. Okay. Now, there are multiple platforms that you can use to build your landing page. So there are multiple vibe coding platforms such as Lovable, Bolt, Replicate. Today we are going to use Lovable. So what Lovable does? Lovable has I'll just show you the UI of Lovable. You'll be able to understand better. So Lovable has a chat box where you can enter the prompt. Okay. And when you enter the prompt, it will give you, based upon your prompt, it will give you a website. It will give you the front end, a stunning looking page for yourself. It will make sure the website is responsive on its own. It will also do the back end, what I was talking about. When you click on a button, whatever happens in the background, that stuff also, the back end integration, it will do on its own. We have something called Supabase, which you integrate with your Lovable, and then it will handle the back end stuff also. Now let's go and start building a landing page. Okay, the first step is you define your goals and audience. You decide what kind of page you're trying to make, what action does or what purpose does your page has to serve. For example, let's take an example today for building a page for AI workshop that we are conducting on a coming weekend. Okay, we want to learn AI and I want to conduct a workshop on the weekend. So I want to get sign-ups for that, or you can say I want to get registrations for that. So I am building a landing page for conducting an AI workshop for this weekend. So I'm just going to give the prompt to ChatGPT, or you can use any LLM here. I'll be using ChatGPT here, and I'll be just writing, give me a Lovable prompt for building a landing page for my AI workshop that we are conducting on coming weekend. Okay, that's it. And I'll just give a basic things. keep the UI clean, make it responsive. What I just told, right? That it should be responsive. The website should be mobile friendly also. If it is looked at a smaller screen, it should be responsive. It should be clear and the UI should be clear. It should not have a horizontal scroll or anything on that. In that case, make it responsive. And okay, let's just keep this much and we'll see. We can enhance the prompt, right? Once it gives a basic prompt to us, then we can ask it and we can improve the prompt after that. Let's see what prompt ChatGPT gives us. So see, we are not giving any details. I just asked him to build a landing page for whatever thing we are building. Okay, that's it. So it is giving me a landing page. Sorry, it gives a prompt for the landing page. Okay. So it is saying build a modern responsive landing page for 2-day live AI workshop hosted by Ayushi Agarwal. Okay, we can ignore this part. The page must look distinctive, not a common template. Be fast and convert. It should have visual style, color idea. It is choosing the color on its own. It is giving the hero layout on its own. Component should feel angled, responsive, mobile first. So it is giving the structure. See the nav bar, then the hero section, and then the value props, 3-4 cards, vibe coding workflow, ship without waiting on devs, practical copy paste recipes, lifetime resources, bullet point deliverable. What are the deliverables it is giving? Then the agenda of the 2-day workshop, instructor photo, pricing and CTA, FAQ, and then the footer. Okay, it looks very like it has defined the web page on its own. We have not asked him at all to do anything. It has defined the entire web page on its own, the structure of the web page, how it should work and everything else. Okay, now it is taking us to payments and all stuff. We can ask or we can manually remove this stuff from the prompt because we don't need a payment page and everything, right? For now we are just building a landing page. So we can remove the tech notes also. You don't need to give the tech notes to Lovable. I think it's very good, right? It's very nice. The prompt that it has given is very detailed and a nice prompt. Now great, like we can just give more information to it, like the workshop is free. There will be no pricing. The CTA button, okay, let's decide the CTA button after this, okay? There will be no pricing. Then we can also ask it that make the UI stand out and use glass morphism. These are some terms that you will learn eventually on the UI part. Use glass morphism effect for the UI, okay, just to make it more different. So basically what happens with these tools when you make a website from Lovable or Bolt, all these websites will eventually give you a similar kind of templated website. Okay, whenever you see a website generated by Bolt or Lovable, they'll be very templated. Okay, they'll be like, they'll follow a simple template and all the website will look very same. A hero section and then this section and the footer, the nav bar. So just to stand out a little bit, you sometimes have to give a little bit more of details on the UI, which eventually you will learn over the time and you can get a better looking, different looking website. Okay, now it has given, so it has given the colors, it has added the glass morphism effect and responsive, and then, and I think now it is not asking any other thing, right? I think it is giving Calendly and also WhatsApp link also it has added. These all stuff we don't need as of now for a simple website that we are building, but okay, we can remove it manually from the prompt, right? And you don't need to look at the tech notes. It is giving it, but we don't need to add these tech notes into the prompt that we are giving to Lovable. So let's now go ahead and let's give this prompt to Lovable. So now see, we have identified your page, what it is for. I'm sorry, yeah. And now you give the instructions to the Lovable and Lovable will create the page for you. So let's go to the step 2 and let's give this entire prompt to Lovable, okay? That's it. I'm not going to give the tech notes. I'll just remove some of the stuff, okay, which I don't need. For example, let me see if there is anything that I can remove. Card, shadows, motion, this and all is okay. Sticky notes, large text, class, hero badge, free workshop, limited seats. So these are all the hook that they are adding themselves, right? Yeah, I think let's go ahead and give it. I'll remove this also. Let's give and see what it builds, okay, for us. Let's see. Now see, we have given the prompt to Lovable. Lovable will take few minutes and it will give us the website. Okay, it is thinking, see. Okay, see, it is creating. It will tell you what it is doing also along the way. When it is doing it, it is showing you they are doing this and now they are doing this. So meanwhile it is doing this, I'll just quickly explain you what CTA is. So CTA is basically a call to action button that you have on a website. So basically a button that you add usually in your hero section of the website, which guides the user. So when a person is looking on the web page, it will look and it might interest them. So that CTA button will take their interest to a converted user, to a buying user. So that is a CTA button. It basically, have you seen those pop-up buttons that keep coming up, sign up, sign up, sign up, sometimes when you open a website, or register now, they'll keep popping up. So those are the CTA buttons, okay. So these are few tips that you use when you are making a CTA button. Use action word and create the urgency and excitement, like sign up right now, sign up now, register now, like that. You create the urgency, do it right now. And then you make them stand out. You usually created a pop out. So basically if your website is like suppose in a white color, you make it pop out with a red or a yellow color. They should pop out of the window to make user look at it, okay, to grab the attention of the user. Then keep the text short and clear. Usually you should have 2-3 buttons. So for example, if you are saying click here to begin your journey, instead say get started. So you keep it short and it grabs users attention quickly, okay, and it is basically used for converting the user, okay. Let's see if it has built it. It will still take few more minutes, I think, to build. See, it is adding, I'm creating the landing page component with glass morphism design. So till now, what have we done? Do we know anything about what website building is? We have just told ChatGPT to do it, right? Till now, we have asked ChatGPT we have given the prompt to ChatGPT in a very simple English language. It has given us a prompt. Then we went through the prompt. It was a basic English prompt. We went through it and we asked it to make few changes into it. And now we have a final prompt. You usually take 4 to 5 iterations in getting a perfect prompt for yourself. Like for example, in this also, you could have asked it to update the date and time pill. You could have asked it to remove the secondary CTA or add another CTA. Usually it should have 1 or 2 CTA. Don't include more than that CTA in your website. So you could have still you can make a perfect prompt in like 3 to 4 or 4 to 5 iterations. You can keep working on it. Right now we are just doing it in like 2 shots. We have done it. We could have obviously improved the prompt if you want more particular thing. If you have a particular color in your mind, you can give that also to ChatGPT, that the color of the website the theme of the website should be this colors or something of that sort. So Lovable is taking a little more time to do it. So till then, let's decide what our CTA will be. So we have 2 types of CTA that we can have. First, so it's a workshop website, right? So now what can we do on this workshop website? One, we need to basically ask users to register. So it can be done in 2 forms. One, we can give a Google form link. We can give them register now, and register now will redirect them to a Google form link where they can just fill the Google form. In that scenario, you do not need any backend. It will only be a front end. You just click, it will redirect you to the Google form. People will fill the Google form and they will be registered for the workshop. Or number 2, what we can do is we can give them a form which is built into the website, and then that form basically stores the data into the database. Okay, we'll collect users' information, for example, name, date of birth, their email IDs, etc. And we will be storing that data into the database for getting the user registered. So in that scenario, when you're getting the data stored into the database, so database is nothing, it's basically where the data, whatever data you are sending from the front end, whatever data you are sending, a user fills it, that is stored. It's basically a warehouse kind of thing. So database, it can store it into the database. So first one is very simple. I think you can just ask Lovable itself, redirect the particular button to this particular link, and it will do it. Let us try the second thing where we'll connect the Supabase. Let's store a basic information into the database. You'll get to see what Supabase also is in that scenario. Yes, I think it is done. And here we have our website. And this is the website it has created. Can you see it? I think it looks decent, right? It is a good website, right? It has added a lot of pages into it. It has named it on its own, Ayushi Agarwal. We did not tell it to name, right? We did not give it a name. It named it on its own. Okay, the date is incorrect. We can change it. See the animation. Can you see the animation it has added? And when I'm hovering over it, it is moving. So this is the animation it has automatically added. I'm very sure the buttons does not work. Okay, enroll free is taking me to this button here, this page here, this section of the page here. And add to calendar is also redirecting. See how functional it is. Can you see that? It is also, the buttons are also working on just single prompt. The buttons are also working. The add to calendar button is actually redirecting us to the Google Calendar, and we can save it, and it is automatically populating the data into the Google Calendar as well. Can you see it? Like, it's very functional, right? Wow. Okay, now a few changes that we need to do. We can just tell it, change the date of the workshop to, what is the date today? 19th September. Let's keep it for the next weekend, I guess, which would be 27th and 28th. Okay, just 27th September and 28th September 2025. Okay, this is the one change we wanted to do. We want make this change in make this change on the entire, make this change in the entire website. Okay, let's see. And see, right now the CTA buttons are not standing out. I wanted to give a different color to the button so that it pops up, right? And especially the enroll free button, that should pop up. So that one thing we can do. So now here comes the iteration part. So you get a basic, you get the base model of your website, of your landing page. Now you can keep updating it, right? You need to keep making the iterations. You need to keep making, you need to keep modifying it to get the perfect web page. Okay. So here now customize and CTA. We are the step 3 now. We are editing the text, images, and call to action buttons to suit our particular brand. It is updated. Let's see if it has updated to the calendar part also. Yeah, it has updated the calendar part also. Okay. We have not given Lovable any form of text, right? What to write here, or what to give. It has automatically added all that stuff, right? See, all the buttons are also working. Claim your free support is making me go here, but I'm very sure this will not be functional right now. Let's just test it once. I don't know, maybe it might be. Oh, it has enrolled, but I don't know where the data is being stored because we have not connected it to Supabase yet. Okay, so this is working, but I think it is not storing the data in the Supabase. So this is where you connect to the Supabase. So Supabase is somewhere where the data. Now I've entered that details, right? Now I'm very sure the details are not getting saved anywhere because we have not connected a database. We have not given any kind of place for it to save the data. So it is not storing it anywhere. So let's connect Supabase now. I'll be creating a new project. Let's just give it workshop, AI workshop, okay? And let's just confirm it. So now we have created a Supabase project as well. It is still coming up, okay? It will take few minutes for the project, setting up the project still. So let the Supabase project come up. Okay, till then, let us ask it to give the CTA button a different form of standout, okay, color. Make the enroll now enroll free button of what color? Yellow, to stand out on the page. Okay. Don't be scared when such error comes up, okay, on the screen. So usually they will automatically be fixed by Lovable itself. Okay, these are the errors when they are trying to make the changes on the code. Some errors might show up. You don't have to be worried about those. Okay, see, it has added a button here as well, and this also. This is the CTA button now. See, can you see that? It is standing out, right? Yeah, I think it has done. So now it looks better, right? We have a different button here. Now let's connect to the Supabase. I've connected. Okay, it's connected to my Supabase. Now I would ask, what is this form? Secure your fees. I think this also is not visible very clearly. We need to change. Some of the UI has to be changed still. Now when the user enters the details in the secure your free spot table and clicks on enroll for free button, store the name and email address in the database. Okay, I don't know what it is doing behind. How will it store the data? How will a table get created? Or how will things work out? I am just giving a prompt in simple English and asking it to do that. And let's see. It is automatically creating a database table for you, okay, to store this enrollment. You just have to approve it. You don't need to understand this SQL commands or any of these queries. You just need to approve it. It will create a table on its own. See, right now, if you see, this is all the dummy data. Okay, these are not 1,000+ learners because no one has registered yet. If you want, you can populate the correct data, that is the count from the table who have enrolled, or you can leave it as it is. Okay, or you can remove it, whatever feels right. Let's see what is there in FAQ. Yeah, it has automatically added few questions and given answers for that. This button also looks a little off. We can change this. And I can ask to change this to some brighter color so that this is visible. Instead of this gradient color it is using, we can ask it to use a different color for it to be more clear, right? It has added that, okay. Okay, before testing that, let's just ask it to change this gradient colors. Is that okay? See, I'm telling it in very clear English. Can you see that? I'm not using any technical terms here. I'm just giving examples. See, like this. Yeah, it has updated it, but okay. We want some gradient only, but okay, let it be for now. It looks a little off, but let it be for now. We can still update it, okay. At least it's visible now. Next, let's test whether this form is working or not. We just asked it to store the data into the database, right? Let's see. It says enroll successfully. Check your email. Email will not be sent right now. It is just saying it because we have not added any of that functionality. Let's go and see if it is being stored in our database. So yeah, see, we have an enrollment table which has one row now. You don't have to understand what it is, okay? You don't have to understand. See, it is this ID, name, email, created and updated at. So can you see, this is basically data. So what I'm going to the Supabase. This is the project that I have created. Under that, in the databases, I can see the tables. Under tables, we have one table for now, enrollments. and all the data. Okay, let's fill that form again and see. Okay, let's fill it again. Okay, let's refresh it. Here the small panel is refresh. Okay, let's refresh it. I'll click on the enroll free button. It takes me to this. So this is the CTA button. Okay, I'm clicking at. Okay, call to action button. I'll click on that. It will take me to this form. Okay, let's fill it again with some other name. Suppose Anshul. And I'll give a different email address this time. Okay, it says enrolled. Let's go to the Supabase and see if it has got another row. Let's go to database tables and I'll see whether it has got another table. Okay, view in the table. So see, can you see it has Ayushi Agarwal and Anshul. It is getting all the data stored in the database now. Sorry. Can you see that? So this is the landing page that we have just now created in like 10 minutes, I guess, right? Now, obviously you can do more changes into it. You can update the text, you can change the colors, you can update whatever you want, okay? Like you can put a picture here. There are a lot of changes that you can still do, right? But see, can you see? It is a decent looking web page, right? Now, let's publish and test it, okay? How to publish it now? I want to publish it. I should have a URL to share, right? I can't share this. So now this is the URL that automatically Lovable creates for you. You can also connect it to a custom URL for yourself, okay? If you have a custom URL, you can connect it to any URL. But for now, let's just use the URL that they are giving. So here I'll click on publish. This is the icon and the title that will be visible. This is the description that will be there. We don't want to for now, okay? And let's just publish it, okay? It is publishing. Let's go to this. One thing that we missed to check is responsiveness of the website, right? Let's check it now. But can you see? This is your web page. This is the link that you can share it to anyone and anyone will be able to access this website for you. They can go enroll for your workshop. You can add it to the calendar. See, you can add it to your calendar, okay? Can you see? There are a lot of things you can do more. You can send an email once the enrollment is done. There are a lot of things that you can more do it into this. Okay, let's check the responsive thing, okay? Whether this website is responsive. So this is where you can see the responsive. See, in the phone, it will look something like this. This stays. Can you see these buttons? They are here. So when you click on them, they will take you to this because I've already filled the form, so it is showing me like that. But once I refresh, see. So this website looks pretty much responsive, right? Yeah, this is how it will look on a tablet. This is how it will look on a phone. Good, right? Now, next, what you do is once you have published your page, you must test all the buttons whether they are working or not. So you click the preview to see exactly how the visitor is going to click CTA button to ensure whether they are working properly. We have already checked it. Check the mobile view. You should always check the mobile view whether it looks perfect on any kind of phone, small screens also. And then you are happy and you can hit publish and you can share the URL with the world. So a few mistakes that you should avoid when you're making a website. There should not be too much text. Keep it simple. Keep your website as simple as you can. Do not have weak call to actions. Number 2, do not have weak call to action. Your CTA button should be very short. As I've already mentioned, it should be short. Like click here, enroll now, sign up. Don't make it too long. Don't use poor image qualities. Like right now in this website, if you can see, we have a good animation here, right? This looks good. You can add an image here. And then never forget mobile users, because most of the users, whenever you are sending your website to anyone, they will obviously click it on your mobile first, right? So do not forget the mobile users. Have a good UI for mobile users as well. So are you guys ready to build your own landing page now? Right. You can just use Lovable, create your website and share it with the world, right? Isn't it great? right? That's all for today. Thank you.